Alright, so I thought I'd do a bit of a follow along here. This is the side panel for the bookcase. The veneer is standing up there all ready to go. So yeah, basically the job is glue onto here. I'm using Type Bond 3. I'm going to be using a roller to put it on. I'm then going to be using the same glue just to run down the edges to give me a glue joint on those 4 or 5mm edges. Lay it down, slide it into the bag, pump on, vacuum, jobs are good and hopefully. So it might be a little bit manic, and I will try and talk best as I can during the process, but if it goes a bit quiet, just have to excuse me. So yeah, we'll get on with it and see how we get on. So I'll leave that for a little bit. A little bit crude doing it this way. I do have a proper hopper, but it takes so long to clean the hopper out that I kind of favour just doing it this way. It seems to work well, and I can usually get a nice uniform layer of glue. The good thing is, because I'm using bandsaw veneer, it's not like knife cut where it's so thin that the glue can go through the pores of the timber. As I say, this is about, well, 4 or 5mm thick. So that would be going through the that kind of thickness. It does mean I get a little bit more working time because it's a heavier load of glue. So what I'm basically doing here is just trying to get that even layer of glue everywhere. I'm trying to lose the transparency. I might have gone a little bit heavy here, to be honest, but we'll see. The edges are still looking sort of transparent, so I can definitely keep going here. It's getting a fairly consistent sound. It is a bit heavy just in this patch here, but like I say, I think we can live with that. Light in the corners. Yeah, definitely a little bit lighter up here. Steal a bit from down that end. That's looking pretty good. I don't know if you can hear the roller on the panel. Just a little bit lighter at this end, but I'm happy with that. That's a nice layer of glue everywhere, that is. I'll just let that sit. I'll have one more check on that in a minute. So I'll now attempt to get some glue down these joints. I think I should have started at the bottom and worked up, never mind. There we go. That should be good. One more check. Just evaporating a little bit, so that's what's allowing me just to take a little bit more from that end up to here. Okay. Let's put that there. Now, you see the squeeze out, lovely. Make sure I get up the right way round. To be a little bit careful here, I don't go and lose it. So front edge. Now I'm not going to be turning the veneer over this on this job. Normally I glue upside down onto a baseboard, but not really necessary on this. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to tape the corners down to resist it from sliding around, because that can happen, and that's a nightmare when that does happen. You want to try and line things up. That's a real problem. But I've got a little bit of give here on this particular panel. But I just want to kind of resist it sliding around if I can help it. Right, that's all good. Now, I've got to get this in the bag. Just over a seam there. Bit tricky. Adjust the camera a little bit. Okay. Right, get this way. So this here is it's like a piece of fleece, and that essentially allows the air to travel through that to the pipe. So that really, really does help to pull it up well. And this is pretty simple. It's just a bit of pipe with a C clamp over it, and that gets pretty good seal. Fortunately, they're not long enough for the bag, so I've got an extra little bit there. Plug the old air press in, and away we go. So all I'm just doing here is just going to try and just even out some of these air pockets. You see it's starting to go down. It won't matter if I've got these in here a bit. The veneer is so thick that that won't cause a problem. If this was knife cut veneer and I had the veneer on the top, this kind of thing becomes a massive problem, because you don't get the pressure in that spot. And I've had it, if you're getting a crease like this running with the grain, and the veneer expands because of the PVA glue, you know, being water based, then I've had the veneer try to curl up, so that's really not good, but it's quite forgiving when you've got much thicker veneer. So that seems to be pulling down nicely. Just check along my front edge that that's not slipped, no, it doesn't seem like it has. The pressure is getting there. It's coming around to about 0.8 of a bar, 1 bar being the maximum. That will slowly get closer, but this is, my bag is quite old, so that there are probably just a few little tiny holes in it, but plenty of good enough pressure to get this down well. Yeah, all looks good. My veneer is a little bit different in thickness because it's only just been through the saw. So here I'm just checking that the bag is pulling it down. I don't know if you can see there where it's a little bit thinner. So I'm just making sure that that's down tight, because soon the glue between those two edges will start to set, and then it would stop it pulling each part down tight to the ply. Anyway, that's enough of me running on. Let me know if that was of any interest at all, because I might do a few more of these if I can manage it. Hope that's of some interest. Like and subscribe. That would be great if you could. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.